Star Trek: Strange New World Season 3's first 2 episodes give Captain Marie Battelle, Melanie Scrofano, something greater in common with Captain Christopher Pike, Anson Mount. Battelle and Pike have been seeing one another since the pilot episode of Strange New Worlds, and their relationship appears to be stronger than ever in Season 3. At the end of Star Trek: Strange New World Season 2, Captain Battelle was infected with Gorn eggs, and her life was left hanging in the balance when the episode came to an end. Nurse Christine Chapel, Jess Bush, and Lieutenant Spock, Ethan Peck, saved Battelle's life in Strange New World Season 3 premiere, but it remains to be seen if the solution is permanent. Captain Battelle still may not survive her Gorn infection. Battelle seems to be doing well for now, but it might not last. Star Trek: Strange New World Season 3, Episode 2 jumps ahead 3 months and finds Captain Battelle living on the USS Enterprise with Captain Pike. Battelle's body has reabsorbed the Gorn eggs, and she's contemplating taking over command of a new starship. In an adorable scene in Pike's quarters, Battelle tells Pike that she should have died and that she's now on borrowed time. He replies that she's preaching to the choir on that one, revealing that Pike told Battelle about the tragedy that looms in his own future. Unlike many of the characters in Strange New Worlds, Battelle's Star Trek future remains unknown. Although Battelle seems to be in the clear for now, the infusions of Illyrian blood used to cure her were experimental, meaning there could be unforeseen side effects or complications that arise in the future. From what has been shown about Pike's future accident, Battelle does not seem to be in his life anymore by that point, which doesn't bode well for her future. Captain Pike's terrible future is still unavoidable. Pike is still destined to suffer a tragic accident. Captain Pike's tragic fate has unfortunately been set in stone since the Star Trek, the original series 2-parter entitled The Menagerie. That storyline reveals that Pike had been horrifically injured while saving a group of Starfleet cadets, leaving him confined to a wheelchair and unable to speak. Pike saw his future in Star Trek: Discovery Season 2, and the knowledge affected him throughout Strange New World Season 1. At the end of Strange New World Season 1, Pike tried to avoid his future by alerting the Starfleet cadets he was meant to save. However, Pike learned that this would ignite a war with the Romulans and result in Pike's fate transferring to Spock. Captain Pike eventually came to accept his future, and, as long as Strange New World sticks to established Star Trek canon, his tragic accident remains inevitable. While Captain Battelle's future remains up in the air, Pike's is effectively set in stone, no matter what happens throughout the rest of his journey on Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.